This is Jamie Dyer welcoming you to another edition of the Quo-Cast. And it's a bit of a mini haul video today, as I was looking on my shelf there and I realised there was a couple of items that I haven't showed you that I bought some time ago, and I'm not sure why I put them to one side. Actually, I think I do. I think what happened was, because these are unofficial, I wasn't quite sure how to talk about them. And to be honest, I'm still a little bit uncertain, but let's give it a go. The first one here is Status Quo, The Hits and the Legend. Collector's Edition 2 DVD set. And we have a classic 70s image of the Quo rocking out there. And this says that disc 1 is classic Quo from the vaults. So we have a compilation of Quo in performance from the vaults, including rare performance of the original lineup performing Spinning Wheel Blues, Gotta Go Home. That's obviously that Granada doing their thing, right? And then other footage includes the best of the 25th anniversary concert, Minehead. Yeah, that's what that is. And rare TV appearances. I haven't actually watched this yet because I was kind of unsure about it. DVD 2 is Inside Status Quo 68 to 91. This is the documentary that's been floating around. It's actually on streaming as well. And it's the documentary where they talk to several people, including Pip Williams, I think, and John Coughlin as well, and they basically just go through like album by album, you know, bits and pieces, that kind of thing. So that was an interesting set. I bought that off Vinted recently. Now this is even more interesting because this looks like a book, right? It's a book with DVDs in the back. Once again, a 2-disc DVD, and something tells me that this is basically the same thing as this. You might be able to tell me, for those who have seen it. I will give reviews later on, you know, in another video separately of these releases. I just thought I'd show them almost as if I just bought them. So this has got on it disc 1 Status Quo video biography, which I think is the same as Inside Status Quo. I think that's the same thing. But I might be wrong, because the book inside by Dave Thompson has bits on each album, including way beyond. I mean, talking about like Famous in the Last Century, up to Live at the BBC Volume 1, and I think Heavy Traffic and Riffs and Partying Over Yet are in there. So it's obviously a mid-2000s release. And there's some really interesting, just browsing over, quotes in there from Francis and possibly from other members of the band as well. So it might not be Inside Status Quo. It might be something completely different, but I don't know at this point. And disc 2 is a complete interview with John Coughlin. Like I say, both of these are unofficial, but they are out there on the market. You can pick them up fairly cheaply. I do look forward to checking these out, because it is kind of nice sometimes to go off the beaten track and see other bits and pieces. Like I say, video biography, Inside Status Quo, could be the same thing. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments below. I'll go and watch them and I'll come back with my thoughts in another video. Have you got either of these? What did you make of them? See you next time for another episode of the Quo-Cast.